Hey everyone, it's Brennan the Paleo Dude back with another Jurassic World toy review. Today we'll be taking a look at a brand new Camp Cretaceous Imaginext toy line. These are miniature little figures that have been released recently in Canada, and these are absolutely stunning. I was pretty surprised to see them. I was not aware that they were going to come out, let alone here of all places first. And I was instantly in love with the packaging and the scale and how adorable they look. These guys are, again, Camp Cretaceous exclusive, so you can see the logo on here. And this shows that there is going to be a future Imaginext line, including Camp Cretaceous figures in it, which is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that Mattel is doing this, and perhaps eventually it'll lead into more figures for the actual Camp Cretaceous lineup relating to the movie. So we'll start with the species, of course. This one is Apatosaurus, which is quite odd. I expected it to be Brachiosaurus because Brachiosaurus is represented in the Camp Cretaceous show. And it kind of looks like a Brachiosaurus with like the head shape and whatnot. But you can see on the package here it says Apatosaurus. We do have our first Imaginext Bumpy, which is absolutely phenomenal. If we compare it to other figures released in the lineup, we can see how it scales. It's kind of like a middle stage between the Attack Pack Bumpy and the miniature Bumpy, which will be really cool for photography, as I'm under the impression this is a pretty accurate scale for what Bumpy is supposed to be. And then we have, of course, the T-Rex right there, and obviously I think it's a remold or repaint, possibly, of the baby from the last lineups, but it's got its iconic paint job with the kind of light brown, almost gold look. And now we've also got a very unique figure to this lineup, a Spinosaurus. I'm not sure if Spinosaurus has been released in the past Imaginext not Camp Cretaceous, but Jurassic World lineups. I think it might be entirely new, and this will be like the third Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus merchandise besides the large one and the Snap Squad. Another really neat thing about this lineup is the packaging. It's really cool that they decided to go with a kind of front gate build with the dinosaur coming out of the actual gates, which are movable. That is really neat and unique for packaging. I was pretty excited over the fact that the packaging was quite cool, which you usually don't see. You just get the usual kind of packaging with, you know, the backing and whatnot. So again, this is pretty unique. I'm not sure how to open these, but we'll find that out. So let's start with the Tyrannosaurus. I'm assuming you... I wonder if this is one piece. Can't really pull it like that. Let's try from the bottom first. So if you just remove the floor, yeah, you just, okay. So it's just kind of glued onto the back, and you, I'm assuming, just lift up, and then you pull it out. Okay, we figured it out, yay. Oh, that is so adorable, and it's posable, look at that. The arms can go up and down, they've got a little bit of articulation to them, no jaw articulation, and the legs are also articulate. They're pretty chunky. Of course, these are like a chibiified version of the dinosaurs. Let's see if it can stand. Oh, it can! That's wicked. You can do different poses with this guy. Let's remove the Spinosaurus from packaging. That is adorable. Look at that. Tiny little arms on this guy. The sail is a different color. I think it's the same plastic maybe. And there's a little bit of texturing you can see on there. They've got small scales, then some larger scales dotted on the legs and the arms. And of course that eye. Look at that. It's like it follows you. Pretty cool how they've got that in the toy line. And the Spinosaurus is significantly smaller than the Rex, like really tiny. Now let's do the Apatosaurus. I remember as a kid, I used to buy these, or my parents would buy these all the time. For me, the Imaginext the original lineup, and throughout the years they've kind of lost quality in their dinosaurs detail-wise, but recently with this new Jurassic World lineup, I definitely love the amount of effort they've put into it, especially detailed-wise. So you can see larger scales on the Apatosaurus. It's also got some smaller detailing too, like wrinkles and small scales. And I do love that kind of color, lighter on the bottom, darker on the top. Interesting, it's got nostrils on the tip of its snout and really large eyes, kind of like Littlefoot from the Land Before Time. And the legs are also articulated, so you can make it walking or in different positions. It's also smaller than the Rex. Now let's get to the star of the show, Bumpy. This one's really adorable. And I do love the tail proportion on this one. They seem to make Bumpy's tail rather longer than it usually is. If you take a look at other figures, you can see proportionate-wise, it's a little bit longer, which I do enjoy that they did that. I wasn't really a fan of a really tiny tail that Bumpy had. The legs are posable. It's got the Jurassic Park logo on her foot, and some very interesting colors on the kind of head bumps or nodes. There's also a lot of armor kind of on the head, which is a different style. We see it's a lot flatter on other figures. This one sticks out more. It's pretty unique. It's got symmetry compared to the others. Sure, not more realistic, but they're going with a different design or style, and I'm really digging it. It's like it's something different, something fresh and new. And of course it's not fully painted because it is more catered towards kids, like the nails aren't painted or whatever. But you can see the eye is so phenomenal. That is fantastic that they decided to go with these kind of glass eyeballs. It really adds to these figures. So this is the lineup fully, and I'm really excited to see what else comes out in the Camp Cretaceous Imaginext toy line. Again, I'm not really big on collecting these guys, but when I saw them, I knew I just had to add them to the collection because they're so adorable. And maybe in the future they will release different species as well. I'd love to see like Sinoceratops or Parasaurolophus made into these adorable little figures. So anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.